Regular session of Nogales Housing Authority's Board of Commissioners meeting, 5 p.m., Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025, City Hall Complex, Council Chambers. Call this meeting to order. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Ms. Melendez, will you do us the honors?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Any call to the public, Judy? Okay, we move on to presentations. Centro Comunitario de Nogales. Los Nogales.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
During our study session 2 weeks ago, we discussed the use of facilities. And just for clarification purposes, I want to make sure that we are all on the same page, that these are not actual requests for proposals. These presentations are simply to fill the request that some of you made to find out more about these groups and what they have to offer. Again, the request for proposal and that whole process will take a while to actually get you guys to decide on the direction we want to take with the use of the facilities. Once we establish that direction, we also have to establish policy and procedure before we move forward in offering or asking for the request for proposals from other entities. For now, again, the groups are just here so we can gain more knowledge and get to know them on more of a personal basis. Mr. Doyle, I believe you wanted to hear more from them as to what they do and what they offer, but this is not a proposal. With that being said, I'll go ahead and move on with Centro Comunitario Los Nogales.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Cervantes, thank you for clearing that up. And adelante.
Okay.
Adelante.
Buenas tardes a todos, muchas gracias. Mi nombre es María Elena, soy parte del comité directivo del Centro Comunitario Los Nogales. Algunos de ustedes pues ya hemos tenido la oportunidad de que nos hayan visitado en este centro. El Centro Comunitario Los Nogales ya a casi 3 años de su fundación, pues estamos ahorita allí en lo que es el gym de las casas de ANSA. ¿Sí?
¿Hablas inglés?
No.
El abogado no entiende español.
Muy fluido.
Thank you.
Okay. Va a ser breve. Es que ustedes conozcan un poquito de esto. Estamos ubicados.
The point of this presentation is let you know what have been doing in this community center.
Gracias. Estamos ubicados en lo que es el gimnasio de las casas de ANSA, el gym, que todo el mundo le conocemos así. Ahí tenemos diversos talleres. Ahí ustedes van a encontrar el tríptico, como hemos empezado.
Our location is in the gym that is next to the Casas de ANSA, that as known, like everybody knows as that. And we have many workshops in there that is offered totally free to the community.
Queremos ser muy empáticos en que todos nuestros talleres que nosotros tenemos son totalmente gratuitos e igual todas las personas que ahí laboramos, que llevamos al frente del centro comunitario, al igual que nuestros maestros, son totalmente voluntarios. Ahorita tenemos, son 12 talleres que se llevan ciclo a ciclo, más los cursos de verano.
I'm going to try to remember. All the workshops are totally free, and also all the volunteers work or teachers. They are, or we are volunteer. We have about 12 workshops that usually they are in August to December and January to May, and also we have summer programs.
Bien, ahorita tenemos todos estos talleres, pero quiero que sepan que toda esta gente hemos hecho mucho trabajo en las casas de ANSA, principalmente en las aledañas, son 13 áreas, hemos volanteado en algunos de ellos, porque tenemos programas desde niños de 6 años hasta adultos mayores hasta de 90 años, ¿sí? Hemos recibido mucha gente, llevamos ahorita en lo que va nomás de este ciclo de 25-1 que le llamamos, más de 375 personas inscritas en los diferentes talleres junto con lo de verano.
We have been working very hard to promote all these programs, especially in Casas de ANSA and all the community to live close by. And we have been like growing up a lot. This year, we have been attending about more than 300 people.
Bien, esto es ahorita, pero hemos atendido en todo lo que va alrededor de los casi 3 años, ya desde octubre que iniciamos desde el 2022. Yo creo que llevamos más de, bueno, ahorita en cuestión, si no me falla la mente, llevamos alrededor de, ¿qué le puedo decir? Casi 1,200 personas en diferentes talleres, ¿sí? Ahorita, por mencionar rápido, uno de los talleres que tenemos más demanda es el taller de preparación para la ciudadanía. Tenemos ahorita alrededor de 12 personas que ya recibieron su ciudadanía estadounidense.
¿Más de cuántas, perdón? ¿Más de cuántas personas que ya recibieron su ciudadanía?
12.
I forgot everything. About the, in general, we have been attending about 1,200 people since we started the community center Los Nogales. And one of the workshops, I don't know if I have the right word, that people ask a lot is to get the citizenship. And right now, 12 people has been become citizen American citizen.
Es uno de los talleres con tenemos mayor demanda, igual con los de inglés, atendemos a los niños. Ahorita en verano tenemos varios talleres también junto con los papás participantes. Otro de los talleres que está por culminar ahora para agosto, septiembre es el del GD y vamos a tener alrededor de 8 o 9 personas que ya se van a hacer con su graduación. Estamos en colaboración con PEP.
We have other programs like English and summer program. Other program that it has been like very required is GED, and that is about to finish when?
En septiembre.
In September, and we are like, I don't know.
Alumnos.
Yeah, it's about 12 students that they are going to get their GED.
Hay mucho que mencionar, mucho que hacer, pero yo sé que los tiempos son cortos. El informe está también en español, se lo podemos hacer llegar en inglés, lo tenemos. Pero sí, nos gustaría en un momento que nos visitaran por ahí para que vieran todo esto. Hemos tenido, ¿verdad? Algunos de ustedes que lo han hecho. Esto es por mencionar ahorita. Hemos hecho algunas colaboraciones también aquí presentes con Círculos de Paz, con la Universidad de Arizona, con lo que es el Food Bank. Entonces, estamos trabajando, prácticamente son los compañeros, algunos faltan y ahí estamos en diferentes horarios. No hay un horario establecido en el centro, vamos cuando están las clases, en la mañana y en la tarde.
We have a lot of to say, but because we don't have enough time right now, we are trying to do this presentation very short, but you have the report. The report is in Spanish, but we can send you a English report. And also we have been working with other agencies like Circles of Peace. And also this is an invitation for all of you that if you can go and visit us, it will be a pleasure. Thank you.
Y por mencionar ya lo último, para que ustedes sepan, ya nosotros tenemos un año conformados como una institución o una agencia no lucrativa, el non-profit que le llaman, ¿sí? Yo pido una disculpa por la cuestión del inglés, yo me puedo soltar hablando con el español lo que gusten. No es muy fluido mi inglés, pero créanme que todo este trabajo que estamos haciendo, ustedes lo pueden corroborar con estadísticas, con fotografías, con videos, con todo lo que tenemos como evidencias. Y nos siguen llegando mucha gente. Ahorita lo novedoso de esto es que tenemos un grupo grande, casi de 30, 35 personas de seniors cada semana y van con su activación física y posteriormente se quedan a otro grupo que es el que le llamamos corazones activos en plenitud. A ellos se denominaron así. Okay. Ponle. Ya se me olvidó.
Also, we worked with, since last year, we became a non-profit agency, and also we are working with seniors, and I forgot, I'm sorry. That's it.
Tenemos el programa de seniors, que es lo más novedoso ahorita. ¿no?
This is the newest, no, this is the newest programs, and a lot of senior people has been participating, and this is for activity, like physical activity, and also for mental health.
Sí.
Yeah.
Así es. Y para terminar, quienes conozcan el gym, nosotros estamos usando ahorita las instalaciones son 4 salones, uno que es el de cómputo, el donde nosotros más o menos hemos puesto una oficina, el otro que le llamamos de sala de usos múltiples y uno que está en la parte de arriba también, para impartir todas las clases, pero principalmente usamos mucho la duela para atender a todas las personas, los niños y todos los seniors y gente que llega ahí con nosotros. Okay?
For people who already know the gym, we are using 4 places or 3 rooms. One we are using as an office. The second one that is in the first floor, we called like multiple uses. And the third room that is upstairs, we uses for GED classes and English conversation classes. But first of all, we use a lot the, how does it go? Well, the gym floor.
Ok, pues muchas gracias. decir, los tiempos son cortos, pero quiero dar las gracias principalmente aquí al el consentimiento de todos ustedes del ayuntamiento y principalmente a lo que es el área de housing que no nos han dejado la mano de verdad. Y pues a todos y de verdad que los invitamos a nuestros talleres. Ahí tienen el tríptico con los horarios, hay inscripciones. Empezamos en agosto con las inscripciones fuertes y pues por ahí los esperamos. Okay.
Gracias. Go ahead.
We really want to say thank you, all of you, to support this program. And first of all, Maritza, that she has been helping us a lot. And again, the invitation is here to go and visit us. And there is a program and the schedule for all of the workshops that we have. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody have a question? Go ahead, Commissioner Melendez.
I have a question. There's a gym there. Why are you not using it?
Está un gimnasio porque no lo están usando.
I am sorry.
¿El gimnasio?
Sí,
Sí, seguro.
que hay un gimnasio ahí.
El salón donde están los aparatos
donde están los
para
aparatos.
ejercitarse.
Ajá.
Porque no hemos tenido una persona prácticamente que pueda hacerse cargo de ese gym, de ese gimnasio. Requeriría estar ahí prácticamente desde muy temprano porque sí nos han llegado principalmente de casas de ANSA, porque antes funcionaba. Y decían, se abre desde las 7 de la mañana y se cierra hasta las 8 de la noche, algo así. Y no hemos tenido una persona ahorita para eso. Y pues también con la colaboración de Maritza, que hemos estado ahorita con esto. Hemos ido más con otras educativas formativas. Eso es prácticamente.
We haven't found a person who can be in charge of that room because the person needs to be there like since the morning until the evening or afternoon. And we have been focusing other programs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Para.
I'm going to do it in English and Spanish. Mi pregunta es, ¿tienen clases de inglés, clases de ciudadanía? Y vi el programa el mes pasado que tienen fiestas en noviembre en Nogales, Sonora. Lo que yo quisiera preguntarle, ¿por qué no están incluidos el Día de los Veteranos, que es el 11 de noviembre? Como están tomando clases de inglés, ciudadanía, para ser ciudadanos americanos, ¿por qué no tienen eso en el programa de ustedes? I'm going to translate. My question is, from last month, I noticed on the itinerary that you have naturalization classes, English classes, but yet you celebrate November 20th in Nogales, Sonora, but you don't have the veterans that we should celebrate on November 11th. My question is, why is it not on the program?
Adelante.
Pues esa fue una invitación que se le hizo. ¿Yo la
Sí, adelante.
When the community center participated in November 20th in Nogales, Sonora, it was because the teacher of Tai Chi, she got an invitation, and that was the reason why they participate, but they were represented the community center of Nogales. And one thing that we didn't have any invitation, right, for this one. But I just want to say something that because all of us are volunteers, sometimes it's very difficult to be everywhere. That's the principal point that we have. Like, for example, I have small kids. Lupita has kids. She needs to get a babysitter to participate in the community center.
My question is, okay, then right now, officially, I'm inviting you on November 11th to at least go and watch the parade and get the community involved. This is an official invitation for November 11, 2025. for
Thank you
veterans.
so much.
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Anybody else have any?
De hecho, nuestro programa de centro comunitario es un programa binacional y hemos tenido invitaciones. Ahorita están llegando muchas invitaciones, sobre todo nos acaba de llegar una del Colegio de Sonora para ver cómo podemos colaborar en la cuestión de los migrantes. Entonces, estamos abriendo, son apenas 3 años los que estamos y realmente nuestra expectativa a lo que teníamos programado sí ha rebasado, sobre todo en la atención de las personas. Así es. Ok.
Go ahead, Commissioner Bonilla.
¿Lo puede explicar exactamente este programa con migrantes? Could you please give us an explanation what you mean by a program with what you're going to do with migrants?
Claro que sí. Bueno, nosotros pues la mayoría de nuestro pueblo aquí, de nuestra ciudad de Nogales, Arizona, pues somos migrantes, ¿sí? No tenemos en sí personas que digan estar en un grupo de atención en un albergue y nosotros los atendemos, ¿sí? Ellos hablan de atender a personas que en dado momento, de hecho se hizo un estudio, ¿verdad? Sobre la cuestión de la migración y de cómo afectaba llegar aquí, ser migrante. Por eso nosotros nos enfocamos mucho a la cuestión educativa, formativa, de la preparación de ciudadanía, de la preparación del inglés, para que en dado momento puedan acceder a una mejor calidad de vida. Pero así que nosotros atengamos a todos los migrantes que vengan, que los tomen, no podemos hacer eso porque hay una parte que se llama Consulado Mexicano y que tenemos muy, muy buena colaboración también con ellos. No sé si contesté esa pregunta.
Creo que estaba preguntando del colegio de
¿Del Colegio de Sonora?
Yeah. We are not focused about people who are like migrants, like the concept that we have when we think about migrants, but because all of us, we are migrants, the community center is focused about the tools that we can provide to migrants, people like English, to become an American citizen, to get their GED. So we are more focused trying to give them tools that way they can have a better life and feel more secure in this community.
Go ahead.
No, pues más o menos. Es que están diciendo migrante, ¿no? Pero no quedó muy claro, ¿son migrantes con su estatus legal o porque dijo que el consulado se encarga del otro? Entonces están hablando de los migrantes en esta población de la ciudad que están legal. I'm just asking for clarification on what she means by migrants. Are we talking about legal migrants or people that are just what we are not considered migrants? What's your definition? Because there's legalities involved in this, that's why.
Nosotros no enfocamos a atender a personas con la situación legal. O sea, si una persona llega a nosotros y nos dice, quiero aprender inglés, te damos la oportunidad de hacerlo, pero no revisamos su estatus legal. O sea, hablo del consulado porque el consulado nos envía mucha gente que dice, está en un proceso legal, y esos son los que estamos atendiendo. Pero no investigamos si nosotros tienen o no tienen un estatus legal.
We are not asked for legal status. We are just provide
Services.
the services, thank you, to people who need it. But sometimes the Mexican consular, they send us people, they say, okay, this person is in a process to get a I don't know, resident or, yeah, resident. But they need to start studying English or they need help, so we provide that.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Dahl, Commissioner.
Congratulate you both on what you're doing. It's great to have that service and be able to provide those services, workshops that you have for citizenship and for English, for people that don't have somewhere else to go. But my question is, what is the source of the funding you get as a nonprofit?
Por todo un primer año estuvimos trabajando prácticamente con recursos de todos los compañeros de nosotros mismos. La apertura con housing fue muy importante porque ya había un mobiliario, entramos a usarlo y tenemos 2 años que estamos metiendo el grants con el Food Bank of Southern Arizona y de allí es donde empezamos a proveernos. ¿Okay?
The first year, the resources came from ourselves, but by the second time we start asking for grants, and we got the grant for food bank. And this is the second year that we have the grant, and also we have a lot of help working with
Housing.
with the housing because they provide all the electricity, the building, and everything that help us a lot. And thank you again.
Thank you. Something else?
Yeah, just so everyone
Last one.
is a volunteer. No one really gets paid. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Muy bonita presentación. Gracias. One just last question, and I know because it's something that it's required. Do you always look at making sure that the housing unit living in their housing has priority? La pregunta es, siendo que están usando el edificio, siempre toman en cuenta que los que están en las viviendas y en el programa de housing tienen su prioridad de sus, nomás para que quede claro, más que nada.
Totalmente es nuestra primera condición al momento de nosotros poder entrar a ese edificio junto con Housing y ustedes, fue los que dijeron, primero antes de ser a una población abierta, tiene que ser las personas de lo que es el housing, por eso hablaba yo de las 13 áreas que tienen. Hemos volanteado las Américas, la Guerrero, la Jovita, todos, si quieres se las menciono, y tenemos muchas evidencias de ello.
Gracias. Go ahead. Translation.
It's got to translate.
Yes, it is our priority to invite all the residents of Casas de Anza, and that's why we always visited the 13 areas, and we are always promoting the service especially for them. And when we started this program, that was the condition that the City Hall and the housing asked for, and we have been working very hard.
Thank you. Commissioner Montiel, I had a question.
The last comment is, I hope I spoke my Spanish as well as you speak your English. Really. And I am a proud migrant and immigrant also. And so are my parents. On that behalf, thank you. Thank you so much for your volunteer. I know I've known you for years. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I could do what you do, volunteer hours and hours and hours to help educate our children in our community and our elderly. I know my mom attended with you when she was well. Unfortunately, she's not anymore. And I know she went to your classes, and that's what kept her going, if you will. She looked up to that day that she was going to go to your classes. So thank you, all of you, for what you do.
Thank you, and I hope your mother gets well soon.
Gracias, ¿Algo más? Muchas gracias. Thank you for your presentation, and it was very informative. Muchas gracias. Go ahead, Marisa.
We also have the team from Circles of Peace here. Present on the services they provide. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Eva, and I'm part of the team at Circles of Peace, and this is my teammate, Jessica, who is passing around a report that has some information, some data, and mostly pictures, just to show some of the amazing work that the team does. Thank you, Jessica. If you want to give one to Maritza. Oh, we might need a copy, actually. In the summer of 2022, Circles of Peace officially launched what we call the Center for Restorative Youth and Community Programs to meet the growing need for a safe, welcoming space dedicated to healing, support, and community building in Nogales, in the heart of Nogales on Western Avenue, actually. The center is now a trusted hub for restorative, trauma-informed, and culturally responsive programming for youth, adults, and seniors, offering a space where individuals can grow, find connection, and access meaningful resources. Each year, we serve over 1,900 people through a wide range of programs, events that meet the social, emotional, and practical needs of our community members. From after-school and summer break programs for youth, to weekly women's support groups and twice-weekly wellness groups and gatherings for our seniors, our services are grounded in belonging, dignity, and care. We also serve as a referral and meeting hub for several partner agencies, connecting residents to vital resources, including mental health support, substance use services, housing, and more. We actively utilize the park located right in front of the center on Western Avenue to bring the community together in fun and meaningful ways. We host monthly events such as movies at the park, family nights, game nights, and holiday celebrations, including Mother's Day brunches, Valentine's gatherings, patriotic events, and more. We also hold quarterly community listening sessions and roundtables to ensure that local voices continue to shape and guide our work. Circles of Peace invests over $90,000 annually into the center through programming, supplies, materials, and staffing. This includes a dedicated part-time staff member, contractors, and team members who allocate percentages of their time to the center. To ensure ongoing accountability and effectiveness, we collect non-identifiable data on our members and participants. This helps us understand who we are serving, track emerging needs, and measure outcomes over time. We also use what's called the BRS, the Brief Resiliency Scale. It's an evaluation tool that measures participants' ability to recover from stress, and it helps us provide insight into how our programs are supporting the individual needs and helping them become more resilient. So not just well-intentioned programs, but programs guided by data and community-level change. At the heart of everything we do is a simple belief that healing happens in community. We are committed to building a stronger, more connected, and more resilient Nogales. And our hours of operation, para que nos visiten, so you can visit us, are Monday through Thursday, 10 to 5, and Fridays, 10 to 2, or as needed. Right now, we actually are having a movie at the park in Rio Rico, but we have a vehicle now, which was given to us by some funding, and we pick up youth at the youth center and take them to Rio Rico for events like that. So without further ado, Jessica.
And if we go to the second page, I know we have limited time and I just want to focus on the impact by numbers. So by youth, we've served 656, and that's from December to May. So those are our most recent numbers. Adults, 849, and seniors, 732. And with the youth, they found encouragement, mentorship, and safe spaces to grow, heal, and develop life skills that support their well-being and future success. When we first got the center, the reason why we were looking for a center was because of the youth. We were meeting daily at the Circles of Peace office in our conference room, and we didn't fit anymore. So we were looking for a place, más bien, the youth were looking for a place so that they could be there all the time, that they could call it their own. So when they got this place, when we got the Center for Restorative Youth and Community Programs, they were in charge of making it their own. So if you go into the center, they decorated everything and they put the different corners in what they wanted it to be. They have a mindfulness corner, they have a computer lab corner, they have a chill section, of course, with their bean bands, and they have a PlayStation area. So it's their own. Now that we have more adults going and they participate during the day, we're trying to adapt to make it youthful but adultful as well, so that they both feel a place of belonging. And as the youth call it, the YSS Club, your safe space. For adults, it's a place of belonging, and they've gained a vital support system through our various programs, helping them navigate the challenges they are facing. One of our biggest support groups is the women's support group Entre Amigas, and with the center being there, we saw that there was a need for a men support group. So we started that 2 months ago. It's a monthly support group for men led by Channing Velasquez, our coordinator at Circles of Peace, and it's a space for men as well. So we started with women, now we have a men's support group. And for seniors, seniors found connections, purpose, and health through our dedicated wellness efforts. And more than anything, purpose. You know, the seniors are struggling. We're all struggling at this moment, but the center is a place of belonging for all these individuals, and we are happy to be there and extremely grateful for all your support. And you could see the community collaborations. I just mentioned a few, but we have so many other collaborators. We have the Santa Cruz County Drug-Free Community Coalition, which is made up of 12 sectors as well, but we didn't mention everyone that participates and is part of the growing of our center. I don't know if you would like to add anything.
We can take any questions.
Yes, because we don't want to take.
Can you explain a little bit on your next steps?
Yes. So we're always actively seeking ways to expand our programming, just based on the focus groups that we host quarterly. A lot of our members communicate that they need different types of support or they'd like a different type of resource. We're actually working with SAMU to be a distribution hub for medical supplies, diapers for children and adults, formula, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's hard for individuals maybe to get up to Mariposa or different areas of town, but being on Western Avenue is vital. And if we can expand our programs, that's something that we're actively looking to do.
Thank
and
you.
more space would be cool.
Good job. Anybody have questions? Go ahead, Commissioner Doyle.
Yes, just a comment again. It really amazes me the work you're all doing, and I like the numbers, impact by the numbers, where you have youth at 656, adults 849, seniors 732. So a real good balance there.
Yep.
But most of all, the empowerment you're giving to community members, because a lot of them still live here, whatever legal status it is, I don't know, but it's still, they're in the process of becoming immigrants. And that's been the cornerstone of this nation. The melting pot of the world has been the United States. And the thing is that we need to, the immigrants that come in, we need to absorb them in this form where we can empower them, where we can make them good citizens of our nation and our community. You guys are doing a great job taking those initial steps. And I congratulate all of you for the work you're all doing. It's so important for the community and for the nation to have these programs out there. And I'm sure that the people that are involved, I mean, they're being blessed with all the, from physical fitness to all kinds of programs that they have some place where they can gather.
Absolutely.
And their hopes go up, and they can see how they're developing under the guidance that you guys provide. And I thank you all for at least letting the city be involved in this, because it encourages me as a councilman that we're doing a little more for our community than we thought what we were doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Commissioner Montiel.
Yeah, well, Mr. Dole couldn't have said it better. You know, the fact that the city of Nogales is just kind of making it a little better for hundreds of people out there. For me, it gives me great joy to just sit here and think the impact that you have in the community. Because, you know, you're one of the few programs that are out there to focus on this community, and especially those that are most vulnerable. But I can't end tonight without saying, you know, thank you to Mary Helen Maley, my good friend, who judged Mary Helen Maley. They don't like to be called judge, but I still call her the judge, for starting this program. You know, I remember many, many years ago, she was up at the county courthouse and she started this program. And so thanks to her. And of course, it takes a great team like you guys, Evita and Blanca and you and all of you there. I visited many times and I see how hard you work to make people's lives a lot better. So thank you, like on behalf of all of us here. Thank you so much.
For your support.
Commissioner Bonillas, you had something?
Yeah, just I saw here that you're partnering up with Arizona Workforce and Mariposa. Can you just tell us a little bit what each of these two entities do with Circles of Peace?
Yes, so Arizona at Work, and they've actually partnered with us every summer for the programming in the summer, literally. And they provide information on how to apply for jobs and all those tools to our youth. So the partnership that we have for the Arizona at Work is directly working with the youth group that we have.
Workforce development, so everything from how to dress for an interview, how to do your hair.
Yes, the resume. So it's a 1 week class, and they do it during the summer. And if we have new youth, we involve them maybe in October so that they could provide the same information. As part of Mariposa, we do partner with them a lot since they have their youth group as well. So we involve them in the activities that we have at the center, and they also provide information. So they've done the Love Notes, they've done Mind Matters programs to the youth, with the youth. And yeah, we're mostly focused with the youth with them too, with those two partners. In the back, you could also see the Santa Cruz County Health Department. We partner with them for the health fairs. They do the medical checkups for the seniors, for the adults, and also for the youth if they're interested. So we have the health fairs. I think we were doing them bi-monthly, where the unit would go, and in collaboration with the U of A as well, they would take their mobile unit. So they've been doing the health fairs and different programming and presentations as well. So all the different community partners that are here in Santa Cruz County, we all work together, which is what makes it great, and that collaboration. But we all do and focus on different things. So they bring different perspectives. And instead of us doing it, we ask them to provide their expertise and everything that they have to offer.
Thank you. One last one.
Under you know, as you say, you have outreach to different segments of the community. Are these shelter places included, like for veterans and homeless that might want to get involved in those programs? Is there an outreach to reach out to them?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. And a lot of our outreach is focused, our priority is the housing and those apartments. But we're always looking for community partners to champion reaching new sectors of the community, such as the veterans. So if you have a contact, we'd love to reach out to them and provide some specific programming as well.
Thank you. There's your answer, Ms. Para. Commission. So,
And we have mental health specific programs for veterans as well.
great. Thank you. All right. Thank you for your presentation, and you guys do a great job, and keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Marisa? Continue with the director's report, please.
Due to shortage of time, I'll just highlight our changes. Under occupancy for public housing, as I promised, Mr. Chairman, we're back up to 98%. We had 3 move-ins, 1 move-out, and 2 transfers. We still have 5 units offline now, new units, by the way, but we have 5 units offline. Our waiting lists, 142 for 1 bedroom, being our highest demand still, 86 for 2 bedrooms, 42 for 3 bedrooms, 2 for 4 bedrooms, and none for 5 bedrooms. So again, we're looking at closing the waiting list for the smaller bedrooms and only keeping the larger units open. Maintenance, 142 out of 150 work orders completed. And my hats off to these gentlemen. We are short 3 maintenance guys permanently. So we will be posting those positions soon. Inspections, we had 71 total inspections for the month, 44 in public housing, and 27 housing choice voucher inspections. Housing choice voucher program, we went up to 164 vouchers under lease as well. We have 1 on the street and we have 12 available. We had 7 move-ins this month, 1 move-out, and 4 out of 4 applicants showed up for their interviews. Our waiting list for housing choice voucher is at 262 this month. I will not go over the project base and all those because there was no change in that. We still have the 20 project-based vouchers, and there is no movement in stability and emergency vouchers unless you have questions on those.
Continue, please.
Expenses. Administrative expenses, out of the 447,560 allocated, we've expended 106,373.19 cents, leaving us with a balance of 341,186.81 cents. Tenant services, $10,130 allocated. We haven't had any expenditures, so we have the remaining balance. Utility expenses, out of 320,500, we've expended 73,818.47, leaving us with a balance of 246,681.53 cents. Ordinary maintenance and operations, allocated at 831,470. 155,592.11 cents have been expended, leaving us with a balance of 675,877.89 cents. Insurance expenses as of now, 151,330 allocated, 25,298.28 cents expended, with a balance of 126,031.72 cents. Balance as of 6/30/2025, out of the $1,760,990 allocated, We've expended $361,082.05, leaving us with a balance of $1,399,907.95. Any questions on our expenses as of now?
Anybody have questions? Thank you.
Our grants, we still have a small balance in our capital grant for 2022. 2023, we have $59,802.82 left. And in 2024, which we just started, we've already expended $55,563.49, leaving us with $625,460.51 from the obligated funds. Any questions on that?
It might seem like a dumb question, but why don't you zero out the oldest and come out?
Because
what's the structure, how it
we have
works?
guidelines as to how those monies can be spent, and it's based on the 5-year plan that goes back to 20. Let's see, today, as a matter of fact, we just got the 25-29 5-year plan approved. So we're working back. That 2021 and that 2022 is trickling back to 2021 probably. So you have to do it it has to be expended based on the obligations that were made back then for that year. So it's not like we could roll it over. So it's very hard when it comes to small amounts like that, because most of the projects for capital improvement are a lot more than that. So actually those 2,629 were granted to us for something after the fact, but you really can't find anything in capital improvements that cost that. So, but it will be.
Okay.
But that's a good question, not a dumb question.
Commissioner Bojorquez?
Marisa, what is the problem obligating those $59,802? Because I know they've been on there for some time. That's for
The 2023.
2023. And the obligation end date was February 16th, 2025.
It's not that they're not obligated. It's part of the funds that are transferred into our operational funds. So it looks like they're not obligated, but they're there. They just haven't been expended.
Well,
Everything's been obligated. We're not losing anything on that one.
well, but if you already have plans for those funds to be used, I think that you should show a zero balance, because just by transferring them to your budget, they're already obligated.
So you have your funds allocated. You're talking about grant 2023, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have the 747,802 allocated, and you have the 687,999.18 obligated,
Yeah.
and the disbursement end date isn't until 2027. So you're looking at the actual amounts that were expended versus what's actually there. So it's not that they weren't obligated, we would have lost them or been penalized if they weren't obligated. It's that they haven't been fully expended, but they've been obligated.
Yeah, because you're showing 747,802 on the funds allocated, but then on the funds obligated, you're showing 687,999, which leaves a balance of $59,000. So wouldn't it be just easier just to go ahead and obligate the whole thing, since you already have plans on how to use those funds?
And it is. I will get back to you on the report that fully shows that for you. But I see what you're saying. But it's within the actual operation. But I'll send you a copy of that so you can see it.
In other words, it's obligated but not
Yes.
not expended yet.
Yes.
That's what
But
I understand.
the next report will
Good question.
reflect that.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else, Ms. Cervantes?
If I may, I just have a closing report
Go ahead.
before we move on to our resolutions quickly. With this being my last meeting serving this board as Public Housing Director. I want to thank you once again for the opportunity to serve this role. It's been very rewarding and enlightening experience. One that gave me yet another opportunity to grow professionally and personally, meet people that are dedicated to give everything to our community. Adaptability, empathy, and decision-making are only a few skills that I greatly enhanced while reflecting on NHA's commitment to provide safe and affordable housing for our community. Our strides would not have been made possible without the skills, experience, dedication, and collaboration of our NHA staff. The staff is often confronted with hurdles and challenges, and I commend each one of them for pulling through as a team and overcoming even the toughest situations. Working HUD's public housing programs, as with many other federally funded programs, is very complex. It requires adherence to strict guidelines, staying current with changes, updating or developing policies, specific reporting requirements, and conducting multiple audits in one fiscal year. This just highlights a few of the areas within its complexity, and by no means does it include that it entails or what it entails to effectively manage our 10 properties to provide safe, decent, and sanitary living conditions for our tenants on a day-to-day basis. I appreciate the hard work everyone has put into the program and the impact it has made during my 2 years here. If I could close with just a piece of personal advice to you as a board, that is, given the increasing need of housing in our community and the potential benefits this program is able to provide, I strongly believe that it would be more beneficial to allocate a little more attention and commitment to this program as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Doyle.
Marita, I'll be kind of upfront here that I know staff is only as good as its director.
Thank you.
Because for the last at least 6, maybe 7 years, we've had a few directors, maybe about 4. And we've been, to be honest with you, before you came in, it was kind of a mess. So the job that you have done in such a short time is amazing. It's outstanding.
Thank you, sir.
And if you don't want to give yourself some credit, I will, because I experienced some of those difficulties in the past with other directors, and I really appreciate the work you've done, the way you brought housing up, and the amazing job that everybody has benefited, even to see these programs now that weren't seen before. And under your direction, it's prospered. I really hate to see you leave, because you're so needed and you're so vital in that office. I just hope that in case you don't decide to stick, we can find somebody at least to be close to your equal. But again, thank you for the great job you've been doing. I don't know if you can still change your mind and stay, but again, just thank you for the great job you've done.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Commissioner Bojorquez.
Yes, Marisa, I just want to echo the words of Mr. Doyle, and I truly want to thank you. You've done an excellent job. 2 years ago, the housing was not working very well. You brought it up to standards, and I know it's a very difficult position. It's very stressful, but you have kept it afloat, and you brought it back to normal standing, and I appreciate for your hard work. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And again, Marita, what you've done, I concur with the commissioners that bringing this program back to what it is in a short time. 1,000% gratitude from all of us, I think, for the hard job you did and bringing it up. I really appreciate it. You know, we talked before when you first started, and when we first started, it was a high mountain, and you achieved it. You climbed it, you succeeded, and, you know, it's going to be heartbreaking to lose you. It is heartbreaking to lose you because you did a great job. Thank you.
And we're not done. There's a lot of work left to be done, a lot of I's to be dotted and T's to be crossed, which is where I'm asking for your support for the staff that's there.
And I just, please put it in writing, everything we need, and, you know, because, you know, without that knowledge of that you have of what is needed, you know, it's hard to continue. You know, so please do me this favor, and whatever I could help you, feel free to, you know, contact me.
Most definitely. Thank you, sir.
Commissioner Bonilla.
Just to sort of just piggyback on the comments of Mayor and or Commissioner and Chairman, thank you, Maritza. Thank you for bringing stability to the housing department, because as it's been pointed out, it's been rocky. But thank you for bringing more than anything is the stability that we've had in your tenure. So thank you very much, Maritza.
Thank you, sir.
No? Okay. Thank you, Manita. Now we go to the housing resolutions. Number 1, consideration and possible action on Housing Resolution 2025-07-05, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the Housing Authorities of the City of Nogales confirming understanding of auditing services provided by Fester and Chapman PLLC for the Nogales Housing Authorities for fiscal year ending March 31st, 2025. Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Number 2, consideration and possible action of Housing Resolution 2025-07-06, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the Housing Authorities of the City of Nogales adopting, amending, and restating bylaws. All in discussion, go ahead, Commissioner Bojorquez.
Yes, Maritza. Are we amending the bylaws that were adopted back in 2018?
Go ahead.
Because I didn't see any bylaws attached to the agenda. So are we just re-amending the bylaws that were presented back in 2018 that were?
Yeah, they're being amended, but just some minor amendments to.
Oh, they're being amended.
Yeah, so they're amended and restated. So I apologize. Probably should have provided you with a red line to show you what the changes were, but I figured you would be able to understand. They're very minor changes with regard to just procedural things, but it was just making sure that the bylaws were updated. And Maritza, if you have anything else to add to that.
It was a requirement by HUD, and it's through a template provided by HUD as well. And both the old bylaws and the new template was provided to Mr. Estes for it. And yes, the changes were minor on that, as he says, a lot of more of a procedural things that were actually omitted.
Okay, so that was the only changes that was made to the bylaw?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was just the HUD requirements.
Okay. We can get a copy of that later on.
Yeah, I can provide you with a copy of that if you'd like.
Thank you.
Thank you. With that said, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Any future agenda items? Nothing?
Thank you.
With that said, move to adjourn this meeting. All in favor? All right. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.